Good morning. We are back for another Finance Friday. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to get started within 60 seconds. So let me make sure that I share our Finance Friday. This topic, Finance Friday, 10 ways to find money to invest, comes from a post I shared on my blog, and I will put a link to the full post in the comments section. And I'm going to do that right now. All right. So thank you for tuning in and joining us. This is another episode of Finance Friday that we are having. Each week we like to have conversations about personal finance so that we can not just make money and pay our bills and spend it, but also we want to build money for the next generation, to be able to have something extra so that we can put it away for a rainy day or something for our children. So that's kind of where the conversation started. I have been blogging on cleverlychanging.com for 7 years now, and the conversation has expanded just from simple blog posts to Facebook Live, where we can dialogue about our finance to make sure that we're doing fiscally smart things with our money. So that's what we want to do today. And if you enjoy our podcast each week, definitely tell someone about our podcast, share it with other people, and let them know so that they can join us too. If you ever have any topic suggestions, you can send me an email at cleverlychanging.com. You can send me a message on Twitter at cleverlychanging. You can also contact me on Instagram. You can either DM me or just leave a comment on one of the pictures letting me know what topic or what comment or information you want to share about Finance Friday. We are always looking forward to engagement, and we appreciate when people tune in. So thank you for that, and I hope that today's discussion will help you just have a little bit extra so that next time you're putting money in the bank, you'll have a little bit extra so that you will be able to invest some of it. So the idea of investing comes from not just saving. So many of us have a checking and savings account, but if we're only just putting money in checkings and savings, we may not have enough to grow our money. So our idea is not just to save money, but we want to grow it. So many of us would love to make more money than we're already making. And one way to do that is to invest. And so that is what we are talking about today. If you're a business owner, you may not always see a lot extra in order to save because you're often reinvesting into your business. And so if that is the case, some of the tips that I'm sharing today will help you go ahead and invest further. Hi, thank you for joining us. So we have a viewer. If you're watching this on the playback, you can still leave comments. You can still let us know that you're viewing. So today we are talking about 10 simple ways to find extra money to invest. And so I know that as a business owner, I don't have a whole lot of extra money to put aside for investments, but I found some creative tips so that I can still invest. And there's different ways, like today we're not going to talk about where to actually invest the money because that's kind of up to you. Definitely get a financial advisor and have someone guide you into where to put the money. But if you're looking for money to find extra so that you can actually put it aside to make it grow exponentially, here are some ways that you can do that. So the first one I want to talk about today is is not to pay overdraft fees for credit card interest. So in one of our episodes, we talked about credit cards, and we talked about using credit cards intelligently. So some financial advisors will say, don't ever have a credit card. Many of us are not in the position not to have a credit card. We do need to build some credit. We do need to have a credit card in order to build credit. And so, or take out a loan. A credit card is simply a loan that you're using from the bank. Now, my rule of thumb, if you use a credit card, is to pay that balance off in full. So when you're using your credit cards, ideally, you shouldn't be buying things that you can't afford. So again, it's a loan. And so in order to grow your money and to find extra money, then you shouldn't be paying overdraft fees. So here's the thing. If you're paying that bill, your credit card bill, off on time and in advance, like before the bill is due, not just the minimum payment, you will probably have extra money. Because if you are only paying the minimum payment, then you're going to have to pay interest on that. And so what you think you may have bought on sale, it's not really on sale, because you're going to be paying more than what you paid in the store in the long run if it's accruing interest. So one way to find extra money is to avoid overdrafts. Another way is to stop paying ATM fees. So a lot of people sometimes, get money off their debit card by just going to the ATM machine. And every time you go to the ATM machine, if it's not with your bank, you're paying a fee. It may be $1.50, it may be $2.50, even some banks charge like $5. So all of those fees add up. So I never take money out of ATMs. I just don't do it. Because there are other ways to get money out of your bank, even with your card, than to use an ATM machine, because you don't want to have to pay fees that aren't really helpful to you. So one of the ways that I take money out of the bank with my debit card, if I need extra money, is when I go to the store, they have an option to get cash back. And so at the store, like a grocery store, you can say, okay, my bill came up to, let's say it came up to $20. You can say you want $20 extra back in cash. And as long as you're putting in your PIN number, they will give you cash. And the cool thing about that is no fees are being attributed to that. So you're not paying any ATM fees. You're not paying anything extra. So that is one way to get extra money, because you're not sending it out. That's one way to get extra money to pay. So I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. If you are listening to today's Finance Friday, please say hi, I'm here in the comment section, just so that I know that you can hear what I'm saying. Because sometimes the audio isn't coming through well, so I want to make sure that I am being heard. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. All right, so the next thing, so we just talked about don't pay overdraft fees on your credit card. Try not to use ATMs. Instead, try to use creative ways like getting money when you're making an actual purchase at a store, and just doing a cashback option instead. All right, so the next way to find extra money to invest is to stop buying new clothes. So in one of my Finance Friday, I talked about not investing in your closet, not putting your wealth in your closet, because sometimes people spend so much money on their appearance and their clothes, and then they don't have a lot left in order to invest and put in other areas. So what I want to just recommend is that you buy staples. So if you're working, a white blouse. If you're a man, a white shirt, some black slacks, some, just in general, have several pairs of pants, a couple that you can mix and match. Where you really change your outfit is with your accessories. So, have some good quality pieces that will last. and that will really help you save money. Don't just say, oh, I want a whole lot of clothes, a whole lot of this, a whole lot of that, and you have quantity and not necessarily quality pieces. And what you'll also notice that happens when you start accumulating so many clothes and things, you never even wear them. So if half the things in your closet are not things that you've even worn this year, then you know that you're probably purchasing too many clothes. And instead of purchasing those clothes, you can invest that money into building wealth. So on the flip side, if you do look into your closet and you notice that half that stuff in your closet you can't fit anymore and you're probably not going to wear it, then that's a great time to take those things out of your closet, maybe go to a consignment shop and see how much you can get for them, especially if they're quality pieces that are still in style that other people may want. Definitely get money from them. You can also put things on eBay in order to gain a little cash, and with that extra cash, you can invest it. So that is so again, we have try not to buy new clothes, and with the clothes that you're no longer wearing, put those things, sell them at a consignment shop, a yard sale, or just definitely get rid of them and try to get rid of them with a profit. You definitely want to make something from those clothes that you once bought. You're probably not going to make the amount you paid, but something is better than nothing. All right, so the next thing that we want to talk about is take advantage of car insurance discounts. So today I was reading, before Finance Friday started, I was reading about AAA, and AAA actually can give they actually have a section. One of the benefits and one of the perks of having an account with them is a discount on your insurance. Here's the key though. Make sure that whatever company that you sign up for with a discount, that you're actually, the benefit and the discount you're getting is greater than the amount you're paying for the service. For instance, when we decided to sign up for homeowners insurance, we saw that you would get a discount, let's say for security, for home security system. But if you're paying $50 for the security system and they're only taking $3 off your homeowners insurance, you have to say, is this worth it? Do I really, in the community that I live in, do I really need to invest in a security system? And you have to evaluate that. So AAA, the prices can vary, but there are some that cost like $52. If you don't feel that you're saving $52 a year from actually purchasing that service, then hey, it may not be worth it. But if you're getting perks on your travel, perks on your insurance, and it's really reducing the cost you have to pay in other areas, then it can pay for itself. So that's something to think about. Now, with homeowners insurance, if you're shopping around, then you should be able to save money and put that extra money into your investments. So whatever investments and money that you're able to save, definitely have an account that you're investing. A lot of banks have special investment accounts, and if you put a certain amount in, they will give you an extra bonus pay. So definitely look into that and research which accounts are better to sign up for and get the most money that way. I will over the weekend, I will try to research some of those investment accounts, bank accounts, where I can share with you some links or articles to those, and I will put that in the comment section. So the next thing, we talked about discounts on home insurance. You can also take advantage of discounts with car insurance. So different car insurances will offer you special discounts. Let's say you've been driving since you were 16 and you've never gotten in an accident. Well, your insurance company is going to really like that history, and they're going to give you a discount, especially if you've never had an accident. So that's going to say, hey, this person isn't high risk for me to insure them. And so you're going to get a discount. If you've had to take a class, a driving class, a lot of times they have a discount for driving classes. If you don't live in an apartment complex and you live in a house and you have a garage, sometimes there's an extra discount for not parking on the street and having a garage. So you want to talk to whoever you have your insurance with and find out what discounts that particular company offers and see if you can take advantage of some of those deals. If you have a car that is newer, sometimes, and it's not like a sports cars generally cost more to insure. So when you're thinking about what kind of car you want to get, definitely consider the make and model. How much is it to insure it? Because some cars are going to be more, cost more to insure them. Newer cars generally are cheaper to insure. Older cars can be more expensive. It all depends. I definitely encourage people to have full coverage, not just liability. And if you're paying a monthly fee for your car, if you financed it, then you definitely need to have gap insurance. So keep that in mind as well. Definitely, if you're able to get a discount on your insurance, take whatever discount you're getting and invest that money on the side so that you can be growing your money. Definitely do the research, find out what perks are available. I know that our car insurance, they give a discount for people who are married. So being married, we can actually get an extra discount. So there are all kinds of discounts that different insurance companies offer. You just have to ask and Google and find out what they are in order to take advantage of them. And once you do, you can invest your savings. So the next thing that you can do is drive a fully paid car. So if you don't have car payments, hey, you're gonna have extra money. So if at all possible, if you can, if you're willing to buy a used car that's in excellent condition and you've saved up and you're able to buy that car in full, hey, you can actually invest that money that you would if you were, instead of financing the car. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, if you decide to buy a used car, definitely get that VIN number, look up the car, look up the information, find out if the car had been in accidents in the past, find out that car's history. So the VIN, that's VIN, is going to tell you all of that car's history, especially if the previous owner took the car to the shop regularly to get car maintenance. And so if you're thinking about purchasing a used car, you want a car that has been serviced regularly because generally it's going to be in better condition. All right, so the next way to have extra money to invest is to stop paying for cable. All right, with the internet and in our digital age, there are so many different opportunities to watch TV without having cable. So Amazon has a service that you can watch TV through Amazon Prime. There's Apple TV, there's Roku, I think I'm saying it right. There are all these different separate boxes. I think there's something called Sling. There are just different non-cable services that you can get instead of actually purchasing cable. So that's something to keep in mind. Sometimes I know a lot of cable companies in the US, what they've been doing is charging people cheaper rates for internet when they purchase a cable bundle. So if you can get a bundle and it's actually cheaper to have the bundle than to have the one service alone, in some cases it actually can be. So you have to do your research. But by cutting out cable, I know a lot of people don't even have time to watch TV at home because they're so busy, with work, with their kids, with activities, with, their own businesses, that they don't even have time to watch TV. And so if you find that you have cable and you're not even watching it, definitely do away with the service and invest that money because you can grow it. Cable these days are costing upwards of $100. So just think, if you take $100 every month, that's $1,200 a year that you could be investing. So keep that in mind. By getting rid of cable, you could be investing thousands of dollars a year. All right, so the next area where you could save some money and invest the extra savings is by reducing your cell phone plan. This is actually something that I recently did. I was with a cell phone company for 12 and a half years, and I knew that I wanted my daughter to have a cell phone too. Their family plan wasn't a good option, so I researched so many companies. I had no idea there were so many like there are more than 10 cell phone companies out there. So for the most part, we hear about 4 major ones. We hear about Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile, and those are the major ones. But outside of that, there are a ton. So I recently got my daughter a cell phone, and I'm only paying $20 a month. With taxes, it's $25, and she has 2 gigabytes of data. She has unlimited talk, unlimited text, and her service works great. So when you do your research, you can get that bill down next to nothing. Now, here's the key. If you feel like you have to have the latest and greatest phone, that's going to cost you. And so you kind of have to weigh your options. Am I okay with the phone I have? Or am I willing to pay for that phone outright? It's when you're leasing these phones and paying an extra monthly cost that these phone bills are getting to be astronomical. And you really don't want that. You don't want to pay a whole lot for a phone and you're just talking on it. It just doesn't make sense. So instead of paying a whole lot for a cell phone, especially if you don't use it for work, if that's not something that you can write off, don't. Have a phone that you like. There are a variety of places where you can purchase a phone and outright with paying a reasonable cost. A lot of companies allow you to purchase refurbished phones and insure them and get by insuring them, if something goes wrong, you'll get it replaced. So that's something to think about. Like Best Buy definitely does it. So definitely look at your options. So with my daughter and the $25 plan, what we did, the company is actually TPO, and we brought our own phone. So that's all we pay, and that's including the taxes and fees. So just imagine having only a $25 cell phone bill. I mean, it sounds unreal, but it's true. I will leave a link, probably an affiliate link, a referral link to the company that we use for that. And I've saved so much. When I had two phone lines in the past, I was paying $120. Now that was including insurance, but it still was a lot. And so what I'm recommending is that you reduce your cell plan. Move to a company. So many companies will buy out your plan. So even if you're under some sort of agreement, they'll buy it out. So really, that's not even a stickler to stay with companies these days. Sometimes they have penalties, but the new company that you go to will often pay your penalties. So just do your research. Talk to the people who are at the center, the retail center that you're thinking about changing your cell phone company. But you can get more money and use your cell phone savings to invest. All right, so the next way to have extra money for investments is to take your lunch to work. Okay, so this can save you thousands of dollars each year. Why is lunch so expensive? Here's the thing, eating out is expensive. And if you want to eat healthy, so you don't just want anything, you want to eat food that is going to provide you health. So, you're not going to just look at a fast food restaurant. I'm not going to name any, but you don't want to just eat at a fast food restaurant that's going to feed you crap. Because in one of our Finance Friday Lives, we talked about the correlation between debt and health, and it's huge. So if you're looking to make changes in your financial situation, it makes sense to also make changes in your healthcare, to your healthcare as well, to make sure that you're taking care of your health and you're taking care of your wealth. So definitely eat healthy meals. When you cook at home, you generally save much more in quantity because you can cook extra and you can pack your lunch. You can make your own TV dinners and take that to work, and that will save you thousands. And so if you are saving thousands by taking your money to by taking your lunch to work, then definitely put those extra savings into an account and invest it. Make your money grow. Okay, so our last and final way to find extra money to invest is coupon savings. So you see the extreme couponing show on TV, you hear about people saving money through coupons, and people do. It's a real thing. So I don't personally like clipping coupons. It's not my thing, but I will try to save when I can. I like CVS's program, so when I'm buying toiletries, I usually go through CVS. I use their extra care bucks and I'll use coupons, and that's how I do it. So you can save, people who are really good at couponing, and there are a lot of bloggers who explain it, then they're saving hundreds of dollars a month. And so hundreds of dollars a month equals thousands of dollars a year. And so that is one fantastic way to save if you are trying to find extra money to invest. So let me quickly recap, because we have hit the 1 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time. So what we were talking about today were 10 ways to creatively find money to invest. And we started with not paying overdraft credit card fees. Take that extra money and invest it. The second one was don't pay ATM fees. Find another way to get your money out of the bank. Either go to the bank directly, you can transfer it, you can go to a retail shop and withdraw money. The third way is stop buying new clothes. If you have extra clothes, then sell them at a consignment shop or eBay or something like that, yard sale. The fourth way, take advantage of your home insurance discount. The fifth way, take advantage of car insurance discounts. The sixth way, drive a fully paid used car. The seventh way, stop paying for cable. And the eighth way, reduce your cell phone plan and only pay for the features you use. The ninth way, take your lunch to work. And the 10th way is invest coupon savings. So thank you so much for joining us. If you ever have a topic that you want us to talk about, please leave it in the comments section, and I look forward to talking to you next week. All right, bye. Have a wonderful weekend, and I wish you the best.